guys, ECW Fan the Collector here. And well, even though you'll see this solo mission in a few weeks after the last one, for me it's been a couple days since I picked up that Red Dead Redemption 2 at the pawn shop. If you saw the last video of the solo missions, you saw me go in and pick up Red Dead Redemption 2 as a gamble. Well, John, the pawn shop guy, told me, because I always get games and movies off of it, he said just bring it back if it don't work. Well, I meant to bring it back the next day. I meant to test it out, and I tried it like 3 or 4 different times. I tried it, could not get it to load up and play. It just would not play at all. I think it's just too damaged. I knew I was taking a risk on it, and I said, I'm gonna take a gamble on it. And he told me, he said, hey, bring it back if it don't play, and I'm gonna take it back to him. I said, John, I couldn't get the game to work, buddy. And I said, this is the only day I could come to you because I was off Friday. I said, I didn't realize it. Because usually before work, I usually film these at times before work. So I'm gonna go in, take this game back in, talk to John. He'll trade it out for me. He's like, just get you something else. And I'll pick up that or some movies, you know, that's worth, you know, the price I paid for it. And it was an inexpensive gamble. I mean, for $5, try it. You know, if it worked, it'd be great for the Xbox One, but I'll see about getting this season 2. But yeah. This will be a good one. Or unless you got something over here, let me look and see. Chronos. Extinction, Back for Blood. Let me check that Back for Blood. Back for Blood would be kind of good. Back for Blood. Oh. Not multiplayer. Not big into the multiplayer stuff. Let's see. Destiny 2. Madden. Overwatch. Need for Speed. I'll have to look and see. Let's see. I'll see about getting this season 2. But yeah. This will be a good one. Or unless you got something over here, let me look and see. Chronos. Extinction, Back for Blood. Let me check that Back for Blood. Back for Blood would be kind of good. Back for Blood. Oh. Not multiplayer. Not big into the multiplayer stuff. Let's see. Destiny 2. Madden. Overwatch. Need for Speed. I'll have to look and see. Well, folks, I walked into John's at the pawn shop, and he took the game back and had to run some errands. He said, hey, just go pick you out something else, man. He said, he knew, you know, he knows us well enough that we're not going to lie about a movie or game not working. And it was good of him to do that, you know. We're all, you know, that's the thing about around here in this area. Always treat people right, and they'll treat you right. That's always been my saying, you know, treat those around you right, and they'll treat you right. When you buy something, you know, and now I'm going into Cheap Thrills, going to check it out, see what Sean got, and let's see what kind of deals we can make today.
But wait, there's more.
You got Heart to Heart, Hot in Cleveland. Got the Incredible Hulk series. You know, that's one series I really need to get one day. The Incredible Hulk.
Well, there it is, the old damn thing.
I gotta wait till I pay you for The Walking Dead. Where I got The Walking Dead from you. I gotta wait on it. That's a hell of a price on that too. $19.85. Man, I gotta wait until I pay you on The Walking Dead first. Get it paid for. I always like that. I always like the sad music where Bruce Banner is walking. That's how I feel, Sean, when I walk out of here when I'm broke. I look back at Sean. I need to get me like a. I need to take my book bag with me and throw it on my shoulder. It's a shame that he never got to come back and do that last Hulk film. That Incredible Hulk TV film. I don't know if you remember it or not, the TV films and stuff.
I remember some of the crossovers they were doing, like Hulk and Thor or Captain America and whatnot. But,
Yep.
been a long time since I've seen any of those.
I've got the Hulk and Thor and the Hulk and Daredevil, where he meets Daredevil where he's on trial. The trial of the Incredible Hulk. And I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, but yeah, I remember all those, man. Those were some sweet movies, man. The Thor one was kind of, it's kind of hard to believe that was Vincent D'Onofrio playing Thor in that.
Yeah.
And now he's the Kingpin, you know. Got the whole series of Smallville over here. Ed and Walker, Texas Ranger. The Eyes of a Ranger.
It's on the animal, I guess. Huh?
Were you just talking?
Nope. Nope. I'm a cat person.
Were you just talking about cats earlier?
That's why I was wondering. Yeah, my dog jumped off of my old bed the other day, about 3 days ago, and he's not wanting to put weight on his left leg. But he will put it down and sit on it and lay on it, and I can touch it and everything, and he doesn't yell or growl at me.
This little basket for sale. I remember reading about these Beanie Babies. When Beanie Babies was ran the world. Got some dishes. Time is running out, folks. Oh, here's a nice picture of Jesus with the lambs there. That's nice. I like that. Let's see. Oh, maybe I should take this baby home with me. Start doing me some exercise. Sit there and get down, you know. Yeah, that's a nice little. This would be nice, but it's just too expensive. $5 would be better on that. Hey, if you people want to go to prom, there you go. Let's see what kind of movies we got up here. I'm going through the movies, so we're gonna see what we got. This area is not that lit up, but well, let's see what we've got here. Jerry Lee Lewis, Another Place, Another Time. Yeah. It's probably the most up-to-date singer I've seen on this thing. Let's see, The Last Unicorn. I actually got this from back a couple years ago. Let's see. Yoga. There's some movies down here. Hope Floats, Rat Race, The Firm, Bill O'Reilly. I think is that the horror film Valentine's Day? No, it's the romantic. There's actually a horror film. There's Space Jam. Wait a minute, let me see. That a classic. Let me see what this is. Let me see. Oh, I thought that was an action movie. It was Billy Blank's Taboo. Tybo. That's it. Tybo. Crap. Let me see what else is in this section.
Could have been better, you know.
You said the screen was flickering.
It was flickering, man. Yeah, it kept flickering, and I mean, it didn't ruin the movie, but it would have been a lot better if it would have stayed bright. You know, it got
Yeah.
so dark you couldn't even see some of the scenes, like in the nighttime.
Oh man, that would irk me. I'd be sitting there.
Oh yeah, it was a little annoying, but
You should have went out there and told them, man. They put
they're gonna have to fix that. Dude.
I'll tell them. I'll be like, look, is the screen bit? I'm gonna
No,
get.
I saw Sinners about 2 weeks ago, and it didn't do that when I saw Sinners. I guess it depends on the projector. I didn't
know.
like that movie that much. Did you see it?
I ain't seen it, but everybody was bragging about it.
Everybody's blowing it up, dude. I mean, I don't know. It's like kind of a rip-off. It's like if From Dusk Till Dawn was in the 30s.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Dusk Till Dawn rip-off. It was alright, dude.
Well,
You know,
back,
being another theater, you'd think they would have calibrated it to where it wouldn't be doing that crap, you know?
I'll tell them. I might ask them when I go in. I'm gonna say, have y'all fixed the screen? Because a buddy of mine told me the screen was flickering last time, and I'm gonna tell him, and then he'll be like,
Yeah. Just, I don't know.
me and back years ago, me and Eddie and all of us went to Beckley to watch a movie, and I might have it in this video series back years ago, but it was Paranormal Activity, the second one.
Oh, okay.
And okay, the first one, a guy jumped up screaming like a maniac, like at the end scene, screaming, and that added to the movie, right? The guy screaming down the ah.
Sure, absolutely.
Well,
I saw the first one in the theater.
but the second one, a bunch of kids was in the back laughing the whole way, talking real loud. So us and a bunch of people walked out and told the guys that we couldn't enjoy the movie. He said, well, here's passes to 3 movies. Here's 3 free passes. So me and Eddie used them on Godzilla and another one. I was
That's
like,
awesome, dude.
he's like, let me make it right with you guys. Let me make it right with you all.
Freaking cool, dude.
And he said, I'm sorry about that. I apologize. And he walked, he said, who are they? And he saw the kids walking out and he walked over and was talking to them. I think he got on for doing
I
that.
watched when I saw No Country for Old Men in the theater. It was me, my friend, and the guy behind us. And the guy was on the phone for about 20 minutes. And I started getting frustrated. I just turned around. I was like, "Hey, turn your phone off, dude." And he cut it off. And I was like, "Man, it's like you don't come here and talk on the phone or freaking movie, man."
You should have cussed him out.
I almost did, but I guess I looked at him, scared him. I was like,
The old theater, the old Princeton.
"Yeah."
Well, you know how much they used to charge for snacks, right?
Oh,
And,
yeah.
they used to charge way up there, that old theater. So me and Eddie would stop and load up on snacks and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, Eddie, I'm really hungry. And Eddie's like, you can't wait toward the movie? I was like, no, man, I'm hungry right now. I was like, so me and him went through the window of McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
And we snuck burgers in, our pockets in, and was sitting there drinking Cokes and eating. And one of Eddie's friends walked over and was looking at me and Eddie and was like, what y'all doing? He was like, we're eating. He said, didn't say nothing. We sitting there walked in. I had Eddie, I think we sitting there eating cheeseburgers, sitting there watching the movie. Okay, guys, I gotta tell y'all about this. This is funny as hell. Me and Jonathan was in the store, and I started talking about Apocalypse Now, which he couldn't find me. He tried looking for it, and he tried looking for Bones from Snoop Dogg, that horror film. Well, he couldn't find either one. He said, he promised me he'd look for them after, he'll put them up for me. But, well, I'm talking about Apocalypse Now, and I didn't see this lady come in, was walking down, down the aisle. So I'm telling Jonathan the scene where Brando goes, the horror, the horror. The horror. The horror. Well, this lady is way down there, and she goes, hey, what'd you need? What'd you say? Turn around. I'm like, what? And I said, I'm talking about Apocalypse Now. I showed her the Brando thing. Oh, okay, I thought you said something. So, obviously, she thought I said something else. And obviously it's her. And I'm like, really? Me and Jonathan both looked at each other like, okay, that's funny. And I couldn't say nothing. If she had left, I could have joked about it on camera. But that was funny. We didn't say nothing. She stayed in the store. I was talking about Marlon Brando and Island of Dr. Murphy. She realized that I was talking about Brando and the scene. But yeah, that was a moment of comedy right there.